Zombie games are arguably one of the most popular genre to exist to this day. Different games focus about different things. Survival, action, horror, or the most common, a combination between the three. Not to mention they all have different takes and interpretations when it comes to zombies. Countless games exist, but there is always a game for someone's specific taste in gameplay. My name is Squishy. I love zombies and zombie games. While I haven't played most of the popular ones available in the market, I do enjoy watching other people play, especially the ones who are skilled. But almost all of these games have a flaw, which sadly also dominates the movie industry as well, and that usually is a deal breaker when it comes to long-term replayability of a game. The stories are usually linear, and the characters you play have indestructible plot armor. You can get infected or injured, but that's nothing some herbs, first aid kits, and bandages won't fix. You will die numerous times, but you can retry from a checkpoint or save point and will eventually save the day or finish the plot no matter what. Games are usually based on what if scenarios, and we always have that lingering thought of what happens if a zombie apocalypse occurs. What happens if I, a normal person, luckily avoids initial infection and would have to claw my way toward survival? This only existed in my mind and occasional dreams until I heard about Project Zomboid. My sister kept mentioning the game to me for the most part of 2022, and I decided to check it out. The game is infamous to have a vague description of being a love child of Sims and the Night of the Living Dead, which I thought could be interesting. I sold some of my CSGO skins, bought the game, installed it, hopped on the tutorial, finished it, and moved on to a default apocalypse game. And upon seeing that loading screen, I was immediately hooked. This is how you died. Finally, a game with no plot armor. I am neither a side character nor a protagonist, but this is my story and I will eventually die. Naturally, I never lasted for more than a few hours, but with each try, I spawned at a different house, a different world, and a different start. That's when it hit me. The possibilities of storytelling are endless. It made me appreciate the details of the game even more. The game is complex but not too complicated, and each mechanic is implemented just the right way without being too annoying or game breaking. The game repeatedly reminds you that you are not a superhero. You can get tired, exhausted, hungry, and even depressed. Your injuries take time to heal and hinder your ability to fight. Resources are finite and will never be enough to deal with the sheer amount of the undead. As I kept playing and put in more hours, I got better at survival. Weeks turned into months and then eventually years. At this point, I thought it was going to get boring, but the game is fully customizable. You can adjust the difficulty through the sandbox settings, making things more realistic and immersive, which I loved. And don't get me started on how awesome the modding community is. From game-breaking mods to quality of life, fully immersive and outright silly but fun mods, there's something for everyone to customize their game even more, paving ways to incredible stories told by the likes of AA, Preds, Private Lime, Reeks Dietrich, and more. I've had some experiences in multiplayer but only found one server that was to my liking, as it played similar to a vanilla experience and was also based in Australia. I've yet to find a server in Southeast Asia because I personally dislike heavily modded servers, high XP servers, and servers with multi-hit. I have no qualms playing like that, but it just makes the game too easy and you can get most of the things you need and your stats maxed out in your first day of playing in that server, making you lose interest faster. So I stick to my masochistic tendencies in single player instead. And yes, I do enjoy playing with sprinters, insanely rare loot, and other hardcore mods. I currently have over 900 hours of playing time and will probably add a few thousand more in the next coming years. especially if I find a multiplayer server that I can look forward to play at or find friends to consistently play with. Project Zomboid may still be in its early stages and could take more than decades to be fully complete, but I still consider it a masterpiece. You are never safe, you are not a hero, you can die from just about anything, and you are alone. All that feeling of anxiety, dread, isolation without feeling too powerless to do something about it hits me in the right spots. I could say that this is money well spent on a game, and 10 out of 10 I would recommend it to others. If you made it this far into the video and haven't played Project Zomboid yet, I suggest you check it out. I would also appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, as I'll start pumping out stories about my personal runs as well as more in-depth tutorials and mod showcases. I hope you have a great day and good luck on surviving. Squishy out.